వీడు మాత్రం ఇలా అమ్మ బాబులతో బాగా ఎంజాయ్ చేయొచ్చు, నేను మాత్రం కావాలా? ఓకే అర్థం కాదు. పని చేయట్లేదా బుర్రకాయ? పని చేయట్లేదు. పని 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 బుర్రకాయ అస్సలు పని చేయట్లేదు నాకు. ఏహే I don't want this live. Seriously. అవునా? తిను, ఏం కాదు, బాగుంటది. ఇవాళ లాస్ట్ Hi all. Yes, I was actually planning to start. I actually planned to start the ETL part. I mean the data warehousing part, but I was busy with the work today, and even I'm working now, so I could not get enough time to start with. So what I'm planning is, let's take the SQL part again. I mean the a kind of revision, because I'm not in a great mood to talk about a new topic. So what we'll do is we'll pick up the same thing, the SQL part again. Okay, so please make utilize of this particular time to have your questions asked. If you're not clear with any of the topic that we have discussed earlier, if you want any revision of the same, let me know. We'll make utilize this particular time in that manner. Okay, so I don't have any other plan set for today. So please let me know what do you want me to revise, or what do you want me to talk about, or subqueries. Okay, so anything else that you wanted to know? Anything else? So subqueries is one topic that we were supposed to talk. Uh, we will talk about it. Okay, can we go with the last assignment answers? Okay, that would be more perfect. We'll talk about subqueries by picking up the assignment part. Okay, we'll, we'll pick the assignment and we'll write the subqueries with that. Okay, so these are all the subqueries that we are supposed to work on. Yeah, sorry guys. Even today we may feel the same disturbance as we got the yesterday. Let me break down. Alright, so these are all the questions that we are supposed to get the answers done for them. Okay, so we'll pick each and every question and then what we'll do is we'll get them resolved. Okay, so we have our tables. I have my tables in case of assignment. So let me connect to assignment, and these are all the questions. Alright, first display the payments made by the student James Goodwill. So how can we write that particular query? Right. So what are all the tables that we have? We have these tables. Select star from students. Right. We have this particular table. So from this particular table, what do you have? You have the information about each and every student. What is his name? Now we want to have this particular information, the student information that is corresponding to James Goodwill. Alright, likewise, this is the students table where you're gonna get the information of the students. Likewise, I have another table called as payments. Right, so this table is giving me the information about the payments made by each and every student. Now, what is the relationship between these two tables? These two tables, the relationship is you have the admission number. Now, I can directly make a query. I can directly write a query in order to get this particular details, right? So what are the details that we need to give? I need to give the payment made, the total amount that he has paid, right? Select sum of, I'm saying p dot amount, right, comma s dot name, full name, what is that name? I forgot it. Forgot the columns. Okay, let me take this particular tables. Batches, courses, payments, students. Okay, so students, you have the full name column, full name from students yes, comma payments P, right? Payments P, where S dot ADMNO is equal to P dot ADMNO. Right, and you require a specific student, and the student name with S dot full name is equal to, what is that particular name? James Goodwill. Alright, pick that particular name, give that. So this is what kind of a query it is? Alright, group by S dot full name. So what kind of a query it is? Right, the total amount paid by James Goodwill is 2000. Let's cross check it out. Right, so the student ID, what is the admission number of James Goodwill? The admission number is 4. So what we have to do, we have to search where ADMNO is equal to 4. Okay, so we have two different payments that is being posted by James Goodwill. One is 300, one is 1700. So total amount paid is 2000. Okay, what kind of a query it is? This is my query that is with the help of joins. Okay, the same query you can write in case of in the form of your subqueries as well. So how can I write with the subquery format? Right, subquery format. See here, select sum of amount p dot amount comma p dot admno, right, from payments, right, where p dot admno admission number in select, right, admno, right, select admission number from students where full name is equal to James Goodwill. So here you're gonna get the admission number of James Goodwill. Now what you have to do, you have to group it by p dot admno. So what is p here? P is nothing but my aliasing name of my table. Now see this. You got the same thing, right? You want the full name to be represented here. If you want the full name to be represented here, I'm gonna give this particular. I'll go in this way, or even I can add another joining condition to pull out the full name as well. Okay, clear guys? Is the first question okay to everyone? First answer? Alright. The second one, so this would be our first. Let me keep these things near the question so you'll be able to get the things. Okay, so what is the second one? Display payments made by students who joined into this particular batch. So we have a table called as payments. Select start from payments. Right, from this particular payments you have the admission number and everything. Alright, but we don't have the details about the batch that they were in. So let's go into the batches. Select star from batches. So this is the table where you get the batches information. Okay, so you need this particular batch. Okay, but even there is no direct relationship between payments and batches. So what is the other table that you have relation with? You have relation with students table. So from students table you'll be able to figure out the batches. I mean student is connected to the payments as well as to the batches. Here also either you can go with a subquery or even with a joining condition. So how to go with a subquery or how to go with the joining conditions? Let's see the subquery first, then we'll understand the joining condition. Alright, so we need the payments. So payments needs to be on the top level. Okay, we need the payments and payments needs to be on the top level. But in within that we need to figure out the students who all has joined for that particular batch. Okay, so what am I going to write? I'm going to write the query select. Okay, from students I'm gonna pull out the particular table, particular information called as batches. Okay, so from batches select star from, or select, let's say, ADMN admission number from students where batch code is equal to, either you can omit the batches table because you are given directly with this particular information, you can directly go with this, or you can even write a query of your batches. So I'll just go with this. So what will I get if I execute this part of the query? I'll get all those particular students who has joined in this particular batch. Now what am I going to do? I'm going to make this as my outer query, and the inner query would be select sum of amount comma ADMNO from payments where ADMNO in Right, again I need the sum, so I'll go by group by ADMNO. So this admission number student, I mean the person who got admitted into that particular batch with the admission number 6 has paid 2,500. Even the person who has joined in that particular course is carrying the admission number of 7, and even he has paid 2,500. Okay, clear? So this is with the join, sorry, with the subquery. The same query you can write with joins. So how can I write this particular query? Now select sum of amount, let's say p dot amount. I'm just following all the naming standards. Okay, admission number from payments p. All right, students yes, where p dot admno is equal to s dot admno, right, and s dot batch code is equal to, right, this one. This is my batch code. Now I have an aggregate function, so I have to go with group by p dot admno. Now I have to get this answer, right? Even I got the same answer. Is that clear? This is your second answer. Is that clear, guys? Second one, clear? Any questions with second? Okay. All right. So display the batches for the course with duration more than 40 hours. So how can we calculate this hours? Okay. Now what do you have? You have the batches. Table select start from. So what do you get from batches? You get the batches. You get the batches. From the batches you get the timings. Alright. And also you get the start date and end date. Okay, now you want the batches information for each course. Right. This is the course code. But what is the course name? So I have the course name coming up from the courses. Right. So courses. Now from the courses and batches, what do you need to figure out? You need to figure out the duration that is more than 40 hours. So indirectly I need this particular result. Okay, so what is common between batches and courses? You have the common as your course code, right? So what do we need? We need the duration. Select, okay, duration, select duration, batches for course. All right, so let's say I need the batch code as well. Okay, select batch code. All right, from batches where C code in. All right, select C code from your courses where, what is it, duration is equal to, or sorry, greater than 40. So this is your subquery. So you should be getting .NET 130508. That is the result. Okay, so same thing you can go with your joins as well for the same one. Alright, likewise, display students who made payments in the current month. Now, here I cannot say the current month directly because all the data that I have is of oldest data, so I cannot say which is the current month from that. Okay, so when I say current month, it should be July. Okay, but I don't have the current month. I mean, it's the data that I have is of previous, so I mean, we cannot directly implement this, so I'm just ignoring this particular question. Okay, so display students who joined into Oracle course. Now, you need the students information. That means you have the data coming from your students table. Okay, you have the data coming from your students table. Likewise, you need to have the course name. Right, here you have the batch code, but you don't know what is the course. So let's say select star from batches, because student is directly related to your batches, and from there the data is related to your course code. From batches you can figure out the courses information. Alright, the courses information. The course name has got some Oracle database, so you need to figure out this one. Okay, so I can write this particular query in two different ways. Okay, let's say this way. I need the students information, so select and displaying just full name from students, where batch code, because I have the batch code common in select batch code from batches, where I'm writing another course code in select course code from your courses, where course name, cname, like what do you have, your Oracle, right? I don't know what comes in between. I'll just say Oracle. So how many brackets do I need to close? I need to close two brackets. Simple. Tabular view does not exist. COUR, SCS, courses, payments, batch, students, STUD, and okay. Students, BATCH. Alright, so these are all the students who have joined in that particular Oracle course. Right, this is one such manner, or even from the batches. If you see the batch code is starting with ORA. ORA is nothing but all your Oracle batches. Right, even you can write the query. So here itself you can break the query and you can write it down. So this is the other approach. Select batch code from batches, where batch code like ORA. I'm just giving only part of the relational string. I mean my search string, even I'll get this. Right? Clear? So come on, solve the sixth for me, please. I'll be waiting for you guys. Please solve the sixth one. Alright, so let's take it out. Okay, copy. Display the students running whose batches are running currently. Okay, started is not null. Okay, so you have gone wrong here. When I say a batch is running, end date should not be null, not start date. This should be your end date. If at all a batch is running, your end date should not be null. Alright, start days anyway it would be, I mean if you keep it doesn't matter, but anyway if at all a particular batch is initiated it would be starting, okay, but end date will be null if at all the batch is completed. End date is null is the wrong thing. End date is not null is the correct one. Okay, end date should not be null. Why? If at all a batch should be in running state, then oh students, but this is with joins, right? Full name. Alright, this is with joins. I want the same thing with a subquery. This is with joins. Write the same thing with a subquery. Come on. Write the same thing with a subquery, please. Come on, start writing it. Right. Same thing. Select full name from students. You want, I'm just pulling out full name, or like if you want I'll pull all the columns, course code, start date, end date from your students, where how is students and batch code are related with the batches, right? Where batch code in select batch code from your batches, right? Where end date is not null. End date correct answer. End date is invalid. Okay, sorry. Yeah, end date is invalid identifier because they are not as part of your this batches table, students table. They are part of your batch code table. So these are the three students whose batch is still running. If I have to display even them, then I have to go with a subquery. I mean, sorry, joins. Okay, so what is the difference between what did you understand so far? With the help of joins, you can even pull from the joining table. But when you're talking about a subquery, the outermost columns only would be extracted. Right? You would be able to extract only the outermost query columns. Innermost query columns cannot be extracted. Alright. Discuss of all students whose batch who completed batch 6 months back. I cannot even give this particular answer because we have to make an assumption in order to give this, but I don't want to make an assumption because we have the old set of data. So we'll just ignore these two questions. Right, so you have these things, display details of students who belong to batch with less than 10 students. Right, we need those students where the student count is less than 10. So what will be the query for this? What could be the query for this, please? Come on. You have the students table. Then what do you need? Who belong to a particular batch. So calculate the total students in each and every batch and filter out with the count less than 10. Then you would get the result. So here it's not about roll number 10. You're going wrong. The count of students, 10 students, 10 students. What do I mean by 10 students? How many students we have in the current class? What would I do? I would the admission number. In each and every batch, there could be a certain number of students. So here your requirement is all about finding the count of students present in each and every batch. On figuring out, then make a filter condition. Now you have to make a filter condition with your aggregate. So when you have to make a filter condition with your aggregate, then what you're supposed to do, you have to filter it with your having clause. Alright, so make use of that particular query. Come on, write it. Come on, what could be the query now? Yes, let's see. Let me write it first. So I'll write with join, you write with the subquery. So what am I supposed to do? Select, let's check the table first, students. Okay, so here in students you have the batch code. So that means you have to get the count of students based on the batch code. Okay, I'm just writing this particular query in this way. Select count of star comma batch code from your students group by batch code. So what do I get if I do this? I'll get all the count of students belonging to a particular batch. Right. For every batch, how many number of students do I have? Now what do I need? I need to display details of students, okay, who belong to batch with less than 10 students. So I have to display all those particular students. Okay, here I'm able to display only what am I able to display? I'm able to display only the count of students and the batch code. Alright, now what I need, having count of star less than 10. If I say even this, I'll get the same records. Okay, done. Now am I displaying the students information? Okay, I'm not displaying the student's information. Now I have to display the student's information. So what am I supposed to do? This would be my inner query. Okay, I'm not going to make use of this. Okay, now if you see this, if I execute, I'll get the batch code as an output. Now select star from students where batch code in. Now I have created a list here. So this would give me all those student names. Sorry, this would give me all those students' names who are in that particular who are in a particular batch where the count is less than 10. Okay, fine. Even we can write the same query with a joins also. Alright, so go with the 10th one. Display receipt number, full name, batch code, amount, pay date for students who joined into Oracle course. Go with that, please. Yes, come on. So what could be the thing? What could be the result for that? Alright, let me see. Select. Alright, what you need to do? You need to display full name, batch code, amount. Again, you wrote with joins. Write the same thing with subquery. Please practice it. Do it now. I don't want with joins now. Make use of a subquery and write the query for me. Try now. Try now. Come on, try, everyone. If not, I'll ask each and everyone to give me the answer. If you don't give me by your own. Right. Select full name. Okay. In order to do this again, the things are, so what will in do? What will in do? What is a in clause? Can in have multiple data carrying columns? Can you create a list with multiple data carrying columns? I have clearly given you the info. I clearly gave the differences between or and in clause. When giving the differences between or and in clause, I gave you this particular information. The information is in cannot create a list. You cannot create a list with multiple columns. Now you see, you said batch code in, right? So are you getting any batch code from it? You're not at all bringing the batch code from that particular thing. Right. So this query is entirely a wrong one. Even Anup, your query is wrong one. This is a wrong query. Don't forget the initial basics. The basics are very, very important. Many people think that the basics are very easy to understand, easy to learn, but they are not. You have to remember them. Okay. So what I need to display? I need to display the payments from students. Right. Let me bring this. Okay, receipt number, I have to display receipt number, amount, pay date. So do I have all this information from the students table? Do I have all that particular information? I don't have the receipt information from the students table. I have the rest of the information. Like I don't have the amount and the receipt number from the students table. So I cannot directly pull them. Right. I can only pull full name, batch code, pay date from my students table. Okay, right. When I execute, I get only these things. Right, pay date actually. Okay, I cannot even bring the pay date. Yeah, no pay date. So I can only bring this. So what I have to create another table now. So what is the other column that I need to know? Receipt number, amount, pay date from payments table. So this is another table for me where I get this information. But what is common in between these two? The common is your admission number. Admission number is common in between these two. So I'm making this as one query called as A. I'm making this as another query called as B. Right. Now, A is one short small table for me, B is another small table for me. Alright, so this is how your subqueries are here. A dot RCPTNO, sorry, B dot RCPTNO receipt number, right, B dot amount, B dot pay date, right, A dot full name, A dot batch code from A comma B. Because this is a subquery concept, that is why I'm just asking you to write in this way. Okay, otherwise your join query is correct. Okay, admission number, simple. And you need the batch codes like Oracle only, right? And A dot batch code is equal to Oracle. Simple. Done. SQL command not entered properly. Okay. Even okay, quoted string. See, this is why I haven't started a new topic. Okay, did I get any results? What happened? What happened? Are there no students who were with Oracle as a batch code? So who are with batch code as all these are your Oracle batch codes? Uh, payments 6, 7 and 1 and 2. We need to get these payments information. Six, seven, one, two. They made the payments. And why aren't we getting the information? Okay, what's my mistake? I said is equal to, let's see this. Hey, invalid character, where is comma when see I got this. Right? You got it? Right, in your query, where are you going wrong? Where are you going wrong in your query? Mm-hmm. This is the place where you went wrong because you're trying to search with entire Oracle. The batch code is not as Oracle. It starts with Ora. Okay? Right? Clear? Is that okay? Alright. Go ahead with the next set of things. Please complete this. Display course for which we have any batch with more than 10 students. We have already done this, so please complete it. I need it. I'm just giving you 5 more minutes to have it, or 5 minutes to complete that. Please go with it. One, trying the question, sorry, trying the solution for this. Please try. Though we don't have the data, I need you to try for it. Execute the query and give me this. The count of staff from students will count. You're missing something. చాలా రిక్వైర్మెంట్స్ లేదు, క్యూఏ రిక్వైర్మెంట్స్ ఇంకా లేదు, మంచి ఇవన్నీ మంచి హిందీ రిక్వైర్మెంట్స్. Alright, so select count of staff from C code from courses, display course for which I need the course also to be displayed, right? What is the course for which we have any batch? Okay, display the course for which a particular batch count is more than 10. Now this particular query is going to give me the count of students this condition, see, I don't know how did you write this, what kind of a function it is. It is an aggregate function. Can I use the aggregate function at the where clause? Can I use it? Then correct your query. I want you to write the correct query. I'm teaching, going on teaching, but you are not at all coming up to the mark. Please write the query for me. I'll be waiting till you give me the query. I want it. What am I going to get with this particular query? What this particular query gives me, we have just written this part of the query. What this query gives me, I have to just change this to greater than. Okay, I got the batch code. Where all I can see the batch code? I can see the batches table, right? So I need the course code information from batches, where batch code in this one. This is the one. I don't have the related data, and that is the reason why I see this one. Okay, this is the correct query. So what am I supposed to retrieve? I'm supposed to retrieve the total number of students in each and every batch. Okay, is that okay, guys? Clear? Is that clear? Everyone understood this query? Write the next one, please. Come on, go with the next question, please. Please take it seriously and write the query, please. This is good with joins. Write the same with subqueries. This good, but give it subqueries. Oh, sorry, you already gave me the right answer. Yeah, this is the correct one with the subqueries. Okay, now this is wrong one. The total amount, when I say total amount, your sum of amount, and you're comparing with payments dot amount, which is wrong. It should be with having clause. This is how you're supposed to write. Having amount greater than 20,000. Okay, so this is thanks Benny. This is correct. Okay, go with the next one, please. Come on, write the query for this. Start date is null is wrong. Date of starting of the batch. What do I mean by date of starting of the batch? Where did you get the information? Batch start date. Select start from batches. Right, your date of joining should not be in any of these start dates. So where do you have your date of joining? You have your date of joining coming from your students. Right, you have right. Select start from. You need students. Where date of joining? Who did not join on date of join? Right. Date of. Then you have your start date from your batches. So if you check this particular query, alright, so you see this, alright, now you see, sorry, you see this, you have the date of joining. Now your date of joining should not be equal to the date of joining that is present within this, okay, so not in. So what happens here? The state of joining of each and every batch was on, these are the dates, 13th May and 27th June. These are the dates on which the date of joining was happening. Did anyone join of 13th June and 27th May? No one. Right. So this is what is all about. Batch start date is the place where you wanted to see. Okay, so this is the start date will never be null. That's wrong one. So this one. Display batches with top 3 highest number of students. Top 3 highest number of students. Here also I don't have the data within it. Okay, so top 3 highest number of students. So what do I need? I need a particular batch's data to be arranged in the order of descending, where you'll get the top top ones at first, from where you are supposed to do. So select unit batches, right? Students, right? Full name, right? I'll go with the batch code row underscore partition by. I'll go with batch code, right? Order by. What am I going to get here? Order by. Okay, I'm partitioning with the batch code. Even I need the count, right? I need the count of students as well. So I'll not go with this. Full name batch code. So what do I get here? I get each and every batch followed by the total count of students in each and every batch. Right. Now what do I need to do? I need to display with the batches with top 3 highest number of students. So in each batch I have this. So I have to get this particular data, order by CNT. I'm just giving this empty. So these are all the batches. Okay, and these are the batches which has got the top 3 students. Now I need only this, right? I need only these 3 only these 3, not the 4th one. Okay, so what I'll do, this is my table now. Select a dot batch code, comma, row number, partition by batch code, order by count. So yeah, now you see this, what happens. Okay, what happened here? What happened? I got everyone as 1, but I want the numbering should be to be done, right? Now if you see this, Now you see what happened. I got in a different range. So what I'll do is, so what happened here? Set count descending count. And the roll number doesn't make sense, man. Same rank, sorry. There is some logic I'm trying to miss out. Where am I going wrong, man? Once. I'll give this tomorrow, man. I'm doing somewhere wrong. My mind is not good. I'll give the answer for this tomorrow. Okay, fine then. So we'll meet tomorrow. Please practice. Okay. Thank you, guys.